Welcome back, everybody, to the Tradewaiters podcast, the comic book club, where we read a different trade paperback every single day. I'm Daniel, you're Nathan, you're Sarah. We're a fam, we read comics.
That would be cringy if we were reading a trade paperback every single day. Okay, I'm not that big of a nerd.
That's so much time.
Yeah, that'd be so much.
I'd maybe do like 2 a week, if anything, but that's quite a commitment.
That's a full-time job.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Actually, I don't know. This one was pretty quick to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Nathan.
Do you remember the last thing you were on for?
It was a wizard book.
Was that the last time?
No, that was 2 years ago.
That was 2 times ago, I thought.
No.
We did Nice House on the Lake last year.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
I'm sorry, I know you don't like when I'm right, but
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I'm only right because you were wrong, you know?
Okay.
We got different time codes in our description. We got the book, which is Kill or Be Killed. We got the poll list, Back Matter Matters, and we start with the news.
Yeah, what do we got for news?
You got any news?
Teach me something, boys.
All right.
Superman, first appearance comic book sold this week for a big amount of money. On a grade from 1 to 10, 10 being mid-condition, it was 8.5. Do you want to guess how much it sold for?
Somebody sold a comic book to another person, and it was a first edition.
It was the first Superman appearance ever, and it was a B plus as far as quality.
25,000.
$6 million.
That is ridiculous.
It did break some records.
See, these are investments, you know?
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
One of these is gonna hit,
Somebody is gonna want this book.
Yeah. Somebody will want it.
Someday.
It'll be the next big thing. So yeah, that just sold this week as we're recording. So that's pretty cool by Heritage Auctions. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's what it was kind of expected to go for, right?
Yeah, just about.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And speaking of Superman, there's a documentary coming out under the new DC Studios label. It's called Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story.
Oh.
A documentary follows how Christopher Reeve found strength and purpose through activism after he was paralyzed in an equestrian accident. Do you know what equestrian means?
He fell off a horse?
Is that what equestrian means?
Yeah.
I knew he fell off a horse already, so I wasn't sure if there was a word
paralyzed from that?
Yeah.
Whoa,
You
that's
know
scary. No, I didn't know that could happen.
Very scary. Yeah.
I guess I knew that falling could paralyze you, but wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so is that going to be on is that going to be on Max?
It's coming to theaters in September.
Cool.
There was a Full House episode where Michelle fell off a horse and had amnesia.
In Full House?
Mm-hmm.
Amnesia?
Yeah.
Yeah, she ate her head.
Forgot her whole family.
Whoa. Do you remember the horse?
What's worse? Being paralyzed or forgetting your whole family?
Dude, amnesia, I mean.
I was like, dude.
I could
See you guys.
I could forget you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, amnesia. I like to think that if I became, I couldn't use my legs, my sole purpose would be to go to the gym and be able to do a pull-up, but with the wheelchair, strapped to you.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are so cool to me.
I tried this new gym and they have these straps that hang, I think it's for those where you lean back and do kind of rows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can just climb up those and just do pull-ups, and curls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm I wouldn't give up, just no leg day ever.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun.
You heard it here first. Daniel says paralysis kind of fun.
If it were me, just saying.
Skip leg day.
Yeah. I would still have a shirt that said that,
Yeah.
Skip it. Skipping all leg days. Lore Olympus?
Yeah.
It's ending.
Oh.
Yeah. I told Sophie and she screamed very loud.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Rachel Smythe, who liked our tweet when we did that Lore Olympus episode, by the way. Pretty cool.
Exciting.
Shout out
Real
Rachel.
Quick. This is a book that's got 270 chapters. It's a webcomic.
It's got 2 billion views.
Yeah.
Did they get all the way through the book in the show? Or are we talking about the book?
This is just
ending?
a book. Well, it's a webcomic, so it's only available digitally, and then they printed a trade paperback after the fact.
I imagine they'll finish it,
Yeah.
After all this time.
So she tweeted out, Lore Olympus is on its final arc. The final episode is 280 and is scheduled to be published on the 11th of May, 2024. I'm working on a future message to express my gratitude and thank the many people who have helped during this incredible journey. So
That's so close.
that is super close.
Gotta
Yeah,
catch up, Nathan.
I know. We're 240 or 220 behind. So
That wouldn't be that hard.
yeah, but like
That's crazy though. I feel like we just
we just read that, and then she maybe heard us talk about it, and she's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna end it now." It's getting to the normies.
yeah. Now that's on like a podcast.
Yeah,
cut
yikes.
the shit off.
But yeah, that's crazy. And like put it in perspective, like you download the Webtoons app, and like this is like always the first thing. It's like easily the most like successful one that was like on there. So it's kind of crazy. It's been going for 10 years or something. So
Yeah. Nathan, you remember the Star Wars animated show Tales of the Jedi? It was like those like kind of what if
Oh,
episodes
yeah.
that they'd have. Well, there's Tales of the Empire that are coming this May the 4th.
whoa, like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Wow.
like Star Wars Day. Coming on Star Wars Day, where it's tales, like what if episodes of like Sith
Of
stuff.
bad guys.
Bad guy
Oh,
stuff.
that sounds cool. Did you watch the Tales of the other one? Of
Yeah.
the Jedi?
Yeah, it was awesome. I told you to watch
Yeah, you did.
it.
Sure did.
Yeah, and so that's coming 6 episodes. Pretty cool.
Nice. Very cool. Here's a fun little thing that I found today. You know, like Jeff Johns is working on like his imprint. It's called like Ghost Machine.
Yeah.
He's making so Ghost Machine has a coffee partnership with a random like coffee brand, and they're making like Ghost Machine coffee now. But it's gonna be like branded with the characters from Ghost Machine
That's
like
kinda
stuff.
I mean,
And
I haven't
so-
read any of that shit, and it doesn't look. I mean, like the art's cool, but it doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
But the coffee idea is
Well,
pretty
maybe this will change your mind because they're coming out with a flavor
cool. Geiger
called-
flavor.
No, not Geiger flavor.
Is it Rook flavor
Oh, I didn't even.
or Red Baron?
No, Ghost Roast.
Nice.
Good name. Good name.
Yeah. So
Gotta make
maybe
it
you
right.
like it.
What's the coffee company?
It's called Comics on Coffee.
Okay.
So that's the thing that they.
So they do
partnered with.
this.
They
It's-
like do this.
okay.
Yeah. I think
So
I've seen an Instagram ad where it's like Spider-Man coffee, and it's like this is kind of weird, but
okay. So I thought it was like just some random like well-known roastery or something.
yeah, like what's that? Like Pete's Coffee or whatever.
yeah, like that.
That'd be cool. But nope. I just thought that was interesting because they're like, this is so big. Let's make a coffee thing. But it's like,
I have
it's
news.
just interesting. Oh, what is it? Ooh.
Let's hear it.
Woo, woo, woo.
Everybody shut up. Daniel, shut up.
Daniel, 7-Eleven is bringing back the BYOC.
Bring your own comics.
April 13th. Bring your own cup, and you can fill it.
Ooh.
It can be as big as you want. It can be whatever you want. People don't even really bring cups, and you can fill it with slushy
Oh, and it's
for
like
like
a fixed
$2 or
price.
$3. Yeah,
So you could
BYOC. Any
You-
cup you want.
bring like a big Home Depot bucket if
Yes,
you want.
people do that.
Wow.
Just out of principle, I think.
That's awesome.
That's the only news I have.
That's very exciting. What day?
April 13th. That'll be after this comes out.
Was it like tomorrow or no?
Dang.
Saturday.
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 Ooh, we're going to be out and about on Saturday.
We can
Yeah.
BYORC.
Let's bring our Home Depot buckets.
We'll steal pint glasses from different bars and just fill up there.
Yeah. That sounds fun. Good news.
Thank you.
Nathan,
Yeah.
you know Evangeline?
No.
It's a Rob Liefeld property.
That's probably why I don't know it.
Yep. On Image, probably. That's what it looks like. I don't know what it is,
Okay.
but it's getting a movie, I guess.
All right.
Being adapted by Margot Robbie and Olivia Wilde, set to produce.
Wow.
That's what she looks like.
I wouldn't have
That's cool.
guessed that.
Yeah. And I think Hollywood is picking the wrong properties.
Yeah. Why would they pick that?
Yeah. I don't know. Like maybe the success of Deadpool. Rob Liefeld made Deadpool. And so it's like, because remember like a year ago they were going to do like Profit or whatever.
Are
with
they not
like,
doing that anymore?
They probably still are, but
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
with Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah.
Yeah, that's one I want to see.
And so I just don't know why all these things are being picked up from him
I don't know. It feels like
by these people.
it feels like there's a lot of deals that like get picked up and then
It's just the
like,
option.
they
They're-
just, yeah, they'll never happen. But I would be very surprised if that ever saw the light of day. If we can't see fucking Spawn happen after all these years,
Right. Which
I-
had
I-
a movie already.
yeah, it did, but they're doing it
So
again.
people know it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's strange. Daniel, you remember that DC series? It was Dark Knights of Steel, and it was like
Yeah, it
a
was
DC
cool.
universe, but like Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's getting a sequel called All Winter, and it's
Which is
gonna.
coming?
I think so. I think Winter's
Oh.
gonna be coming. But it was like this this like really good actually DC series where like different houses in like this land were like just different superheroes. So it would be like the Waynes from like the Batman people had
It's
like
like
their own
Airbender.
house and
Avatar: The Last
kind
Airbender,
of like that, yeah. And it was like kind of mystical and stuff. There's probably some dragons. I don't know. I didn't finish it.
You guys
but-
got roasted so hard on that Airbender thing, saying that airbending was like the least powerful.
Oh yeah.
You guys got roasted.
Listen,
I saw the comments.
they all died. They all died.
Everyone said the same thing. Like, you can suck air out of lungs and kill someone that
Not if
way.
I hold my breath. What then?
Close my mouth.
You know? Plug your nose.
Can't give me.
They literally all died. So
Yeah.
I mean, and then Aang popped out, and they're like, "Holy shit! There's still one of them left."
I don't know if we were roasted or if we just were faced with some anger. You know?
I think they had
Well-
enough to be angry about with that new show. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah. So that thing's happening. It's coming from like some novelist who like I think does fantasy stuff. So that might be pretty good. His name is Jay Kristoff.
Okay.
But that's all we know about it so far.
Cool. We got a trailer for Joker, Nathan.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
I watched the teaser for the trailer.
Yeah, where he's like laughing there.
I've heard some things
Like what?
that it's going to be more musical based, and you know, I hate a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hate a musical. There might be like 2 original songs in the whole thing, and then everything else will be other.
I heard something like
Songs.
there'd be like 13 songs in it.
Yeah,
So
I'm probably not even going to see it. I mean, you can go with Dom.
Okay.
Let's go. We have permission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just so ballsy to make it a musical that like I just like have to see what they do with it, you know?
Yeah.
Because the first one is not a musical.
The first one, like, it makes me feel like uncomfy. And so I think this is just making me feel uncomfy in a different way.
Yeah,
You know?
it'll feel like weird.
Like, I'm going to watch it. I won't like it, probably, maybe. I don't know.
think I'm gonna like it.
Anything can be good, you know?
You like musicals?
No,
Why do you think you're going to like it?
Unless it's like
because it's
Tenacious
so
D.
weird.
Or like
Good movie.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, you know?
I mean, is that even technically a musical?
It's got songs they sing.
I mean, the characters sing in it, but they're
Musical.
not like singing about walking down the street or whatever.
Is that what you think makes a musical?
Yeah,
I think as long
like a School of Rock a musical.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think it's
not-
is Whiplash. No, I guess there's no singing in Whiplash, but
it's music.
does that make it a musical?
You know what? Okay, I'm getting a little far away.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Mamma Mia or whatever.
Right. That's
But,
what I think in my head. Or like,
Hmm.
But I think people are jumping straight to musical, you know, when like I know Joker's not in a
like
band
if Joker
or whatever.
sings, I assume it'll be like a musical. Yeah.
Probably. Anyway, we're gonna watch it. And
People are pissed about Lady Gaga being Harley Quinn. I think it's fine.
yeah, sure.
We already got a pretty good Harley Quinn
Joaquin
in
Phoenix
Margot
is
Robbie.
pretty old, you
Yeah.
know, and so you need like a older
Definitely.
Harley Quinn to make it less weird.
And like I feel like we already got a pretty good like Harley Quinn with Margot Robbie, and so if she was just trying to do that,
Yeah.
I feel like it would just be kind of lame. So whatever they decide to do, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Because it's a musical. They went with Gaga.
Smart.
She's been in one
She-
before.
She does sing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen that other thing with Bradley Cooper.
A Star is Born.
Yeah,
It was really good. I actually did
It's
like
a
that
really
one.
good
That
movie.
one
Right
was a
here.
musical, but I did like that one.
That's what I
Is
hear.
that a musical? It's just about this dude who's in like who is like a
yeah. That's what I
This
wouldn't.
country
I
star
wouldn't
or
consider
whatever.
that a
Maybe that's
musical.
the distinction between whether I like it or not. Because I like School of Rock and that I did like.
Yeah,
But
as long as they're not singing down the
fucking
sidewalk
Grease.
thing.
yeah. Singing down.
Yeah.
If they're not like
That's the line.
that's the line. If they're on the sidewalk and singing, give me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what yeah.
In other news, Aaron Taylor Johnson was offered the role of James Bond.
Ooh, is he the guy that's married to the woman that is inappropriate?
That's inappropriate. Can you move the mic closer to you?
Yeah.
That too. She is older than him.
Did they get together when he was 18 years old and she already had kids that were like his age?
I don't know that detail, but he was 18 when he
was
was
in
in
her
a movie
40s?
that she directed when she was like 44. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're in love and they're married
I know.
now.
Who am I to say? Honestly.
Love finds a way.
Anyway, good choice, I think.
And
About
so does
James
nepotism.
Bond. Yeah.
I would agree.
That was a rumor, and we're like, hell yeah, you know. So
Yeah.
that could be cool.
He's been cool lately. You
Yeah, he's a
notice
real
that?
cool guy.
Ever since Bullet Train, he's been like a pretty cool guy.
He's I think he was cool, like in Godzilla. You know,
He was pretty cool in
because
Godzilla.
he's really big. You know?
He's like a military man.
He's going through a renaissance, if you will.
Yeah, good for him. I like him.
Yep.
Have you seen him in stuff? Do you know who we're talking about?
I know who you're talking about, and I know I've seen him in things, but I couldn't name a single thing I've seen him in.
Like
Okay.
Bullet Train.
Yeah, Bullet
I've seen
Train,
Bullet
probably.
Train. I just don't, I know
He's
his
the one
face.
that had like a black brother.
He had the blue suit on, I think, and
He
a
also
mustache.
punched his way into the bullet train,
Yeah.
which is like my favorite scene in that movie.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Okay, yeah,
I've seen him in a thing or two.
good stuff.
Yeah. And last thing, Becky Cloonan has a book coming from Boom Studios coming in July. We don't know what it is yet.
Cool. Same thing with Jeff Lemire. He's doing a written and drawn ongoing series that's about. It's supposed to be like about as long as Sweet Tooth. That's what he said. Which is like what, like 30 issues or something?
30-ish, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't announce what it was called yet, but he posted this
The
like
Illuminati.
Illuminati, bro.
little Illuminati thing. So
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
doing
know.
a Yu-Gi-Oh book, dude.
He's doing a Yu-Gi-Oh book.
Wait, it's with Boom?
It's with Boom, yeah.
Did they drop a month?
July.
Ooh, July. A lot of July stuff. Interesting.
No, fall 2024. I just made up July.
Okay.
So yeah, probably October-ish. When does fall start?
When
What does the hedgehog have to do to make fall start?
he has to see his shadow on the other side.
How old is that hedgehog?
They replaced Punxsutawney Phil a lot.
What's his name?
Punxsutawney Phil?
Punxsutawney?
Punks.
Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's a sick name.
Yeah,
good
but I
name.
think he's been replaced a few times.
Why'd they put Phil at the end?
It's like Shamu.
I don't really know how he got his name.
But there's like multiple generations of Punxsutawney
Oh,
Phil?
yeah.
Like,
Because
Oh, yeah.
Groundhog Day has been a day for quite some time, and I don't imagine they have like
They probably don't announce
what are you, a
it.
hedgehog expert now?
I don't.
Guys,
there's
he's not even a
movie-
hedgehog.
There's like
I
an
don't think.
'80s movie with Bill Murray called Groundhog Day.
That's a groundhog.
Yeah, I was like, guys, he's not a hedgehog.
So-
he is a groundhog.
groundhog, whatever.
Yeah, Groundhog. And I can't imagine it's been the same one for 40 years.
Your groundhog
They
expert
probably
now?
died.
Might have
Whose
died.
job is it to decide which groundhog will replace him?
Maybe they make him have kids.
Whoa. That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
and they just pass down the gene.
How is there not like a DreamWorks movie about Punxsutawney Phil?
There probably is, dude. Or the Groundhogs people, they just like they got the rights.
Yeah.
they got chokehold on
And
them.
it's like about the kid.
What the
who's-
fuck would you even like make it about?
I don't know. It's about a kid who's going to be the new Punxsutawney Phil, and he's like, I don't want
He's
to do
scared
that.
of his shadow.
He's like, I don't want to do that.
Adam Sandler, get on this right now.
That is such a good idea. He hates his own
He's got
shadow.
to face his fears.
Yeah, he's got to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
But his
hates public.
shadow-
He's scared of his shadow, and he hates public speaking.
His shadow is like actually like the personification of like death or something, and he's got to face it.
And his mom died.
You guys should write
Yeah.
the script.
Yeah.
Sell it to somebody for a
We're
lot of
already
money.
cooking.
Cut this out, cut this out.
Cut it.
Write that down. Let's get into the book that we read this week.
Yeah, we read that so hard.
We read it so hard. It's called Kill or Be Killed by Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, and Elizabeth Breitweiser.
Haven't seen her in a while.
I know. I was just thinking that. She's great.
She's very good.
Good colorist.
Yeah.
Sean Phillips does the pictures, and Elizabeth does the coloring.
And Brubaker does the words.
does the words. What did you think of this, Sarah?
I liked it.
It's pretty good.
I think it would be good as a show.
I think is that a thing?
It has been announced there's going to be a movie, but that was like in 2017.
Mm.
It's from the writer of Fast and Furious 9
Good movie.
and the director of the John Wick movies. And I think
Good
he's just
movie.
been busy with the John Wick movies. So,
Yeah. Well, he just wrapped those up, so who knows?
yeah, he's working on Ballerina right now as like a producer, which is that Ana de Armas spin-off thing of the John Wick stuff that comes out next year.
Is she in those movies? She in the first one?
I don't think she's in any of them.
I think I'd like it as a live action.
Yeah, it's got to be.
This,
Okay.
yeah, for
okay.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be very, very good.
Yeah, I think it's definitely lends itself to like doing like a
Episodic kind of thing.
episodic thing, maybe
Mhm.
like just like a banger like limited series where it's like 10 episodes or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to fit it in like 2 hours seems kind of hard.
Yeah, but also like trying to stretch it for like 3-4 seasons seems like it wouldn't be like that great.
This is 20 issues, bro.
I know, but like
Cut it in
there's been 2
threes.
seasons of Invincible. They're 30-minute episodes, and we're already like 40 issues in.
They're 45-minute episodes.
No, they're not, are they?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
so long.
Even still, they're still like 45
Sometimes I'm
issues
like, is
in
this
after.
still going?
They're still like 45 issues in after 2 seasons. So
Right, but they're like condensing stuff. This is not meant to be condensed.
I think it could be.
I
You could chop off some.
maybe
fat.
you could chop off cut some fat or whatever. They're gonna have to if it's a good movie. But
Yeah.
like, you could just like that's like your storyboard.
Yeah.
Storyboard.
But I think it's like pretty solid concept. I think the whole time they do pretty good. There's like a demon character, and you're like, is that real or is that like some weird?
Can you guys
mental
give me
shit?
a spoiler on if he ends up with her? Or do you do spoilers on here?
Sure. Do you remember? I think he does.
Probably.
I'm not into her. I don't like her.
She is a little bit weird, but I think so is Dylan.
Yeah. It's
He
not
was
the
the main
weirdness
character?
thing for me. It's the whole, yeah, I know I'm such a bad person for cheating on my boyfriend. Like there's that whole trope of someone who knows that there's an issue where like, oh, I'm just the worst, but still fucking does stuff anyway.
But like you're bad with me, so it's okay.
Yeah,
we can fix
I
each
hate
other.
that.
She
I just
kinda
can't
sucks.
stay away from you, but I'm gonna like
How can you
fuck your
trust a
best
person
friend
like
next
that,
door
you know?
because he's actually my like
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
Me neither. I think she
gives redheads
I think
a
they
bad
end up
name.
together, but I don't know if she like lives.
Damn.
I can't remember.
I don't think she dies.
That'd be a big spoiler.
That would be a big spoiler.
I don't know.
I'm talking about my ass. I read the final issue of this, what was it, like 3 years ago? And that was after like 4 years of reading like this as a book. So
Maybe
it's-
2
some of the
years.
details are a little
I
muddy.
think it ended in 2019. So and we read it like the day like every day it came out.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
It's like one of the first series I feel like I did that for. Like,
Yeah.
do you have like the number one
Yeah.
issue?
Does she become bad and then he chooses her to kill that month?
Oh, that'd be a great idea, but I don't think that happens.
Nah.
For good.
But let's just get into it. We're excited to talk about it. But so it opens up with like a huge like action scene, and a dude in like a red ski mask is gunning down a ton of bad people because he's trying to take action against the bad that's in the world or whatever. And he's like,
So
"What are
he
you doing?"
says.
Yeah, so he says. But he's also very like hostile. He's like, "What are you fucking doing? You're just gonna hope that it gets better?" He's like, "No, I'm shotgunning some people."
Ew.
But it does the thing where he's like, "But I'm getting ahead of myself," and he tries to like pinpoint.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah. He like pauses it,
Yeah.
and it's like Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
He shows up, he's a llama. Anyway, and he tries to pinpoint where this all started, which is when Dylan tried to kill himself by jumping off a roof. But pretty solid like beginning action scene. Like I really like.
It's kind of brutal, dude.
It's very brutal. Yeah, I like just
you don't
the-
really get that bloody anymore, it seems like.
Yeah, I like a lot of the deep reds that they do in some of the like backgrounds of the action shots.
Mm-hmm.
There's a line where he's like talking about how shitty the world is, and there's psychopaths running for president. And I was like, okay. And but anyway, he starts to give context about wanting to jump off the roof, and Dylan talks about being like a grad student, and his roommate Mason is dating Dylan's best friend Kira, and this made Dylan feel even more lonely, especially when he overhears Kira say that she feels sorry for Dylan, which is weird because Kira would randomly start making out with Dylan whenever Mason wasn't around.
Because she is so cool.
Because she's cool. And we like this. Which is just, very messy situation. Because it seems like these are only like two people in his life. And there's like a weird love triangle thing going on.
I know you read like books and stuff, and so like pacing is just going to be like always better in comics. I think
Mhm.
like it'll just like flow a lot, it'll go a lot faster.
Yeah.
Did you feel like this kind of had good pacing, or do you feel like the captions kind of slowed you down? Do you recall? Was it a chore?
Do you remember?
Was it? No, I mean, I busted through it in like 30 minutes, like the 4 issues or whatever.
Wow,
I
it took me like
don't-
2 hours.
I don't think I pay as much attention to the art as you guys do.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
I stopped after each page and I like looked at it just to make sure there wasn't anything major that I was missing.
Did you read
think a lot of
everything
people-
and then look at the pictures?
Well,
Yes.
there's pages where there's like
You, like,
stuff in the margins.
Okay,
right?
that's one thing.
And
yeah.
so I think, which I like that they do this actually.
I don't prefer it.
I think I would dislike it more if these were split up into like multiple panels and I was reading everything. Like it was just captions throughout the whole thing.
I'll take pictures of like cities and sidewalks like all day rather than just like one.
But this is like big city and sidewalk. When
that's
he's like,
that's like a kid's book, you know.
I mean, how many kids' books are you reading where they're jumping off buildings, Daniel?
Only good ones.
But yeah, I kind of like it like that. But I think this
It's not too much.
book kind of frames itself like it's kind of like a novel, and then like sometimes there's just like context images there.
Yeah.
He'll be like walking down a street, with like
It
a bunch
was
of people
paced
in
really
New York.
well, I thought.
Yeah, I think so too. And he's always like really good about setting up the situation like really fast.
Yeah.
Because like we're like halfway through this first issue, and it's like we know that Dylan, is pretty depressed. He's got a weird fucked up love triangle. He eventually starts killing people, and I don't know, shit like that.
Yep.
I also feel like they nailed Dylan's design because I look at him and I'm like, this guy's not okay. You ever notice that? Like
it's just Sean Phillips.
Is it? Because it's like
if you look at any of their books, the main character is always just the artist.
I think it's just the hair that does it for me. Like he clearly doesn't.
Look up a picture of Sean Phillips.
Right. Well, I'm not saying his face looks fucked up.
It's old Dylan.
But to me, it's like he doesn't like do anything like with his hair, and it's like kind of clear because he just like doesn't care about what he looks like or whatever. And I think I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it too long. Sean Phillips. This guy? I mean, not really. I think you're wrong.
Doesn't that look like him?
No, it's just a white dude with brown hair.
That's who Dylan is.
This is true. Good point.
Anyway.
So one day he jumps off the roof and he gets his fall broken by like laundry wire. Is that even a thing? Has that ever been a thing? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Why would they be out like in the winter?
Olden time New York, that's always in movies.
This is pretty modern, isn't it?
But did that like ever happen? Like I can't imagine. I imagine it would. But like,
People
how does that
jump
work?
off and then they're safe?
No, just like laundry wire in general. Like I've never seen it. You know,
Might be real.
how do you set that up? Do you like go to your neighbor, but like in the other building? Like, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they're set up when the buildings are built.
Well, it's with the pulley system. But yeah, so you would...
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But then you like dry your clothes there. What if the wind picks up? I guess there's clips.
Gonna lose some shit.
I don't know. Get a dryer.
Yeah.
So
Small apartments.
Yeah, you poor folk, get a dryer.
Yeah, get a
Cut that
dryer.
out.
Put it in there.
Cut that out.
Have you
Elitist.
seen those fucking TikToks lately of like, here's my $1,200 apartment. It's just like a closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He can have laundry wire.
It's like a little bit bigger than their body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could just barely fit in there. So yeah, his fall gets broken by laundry wire and a bunch of snow that's on the ground. But he realizes he doesn't actually want to kill himself. So that's cool. And he wants to tell Kira how he feels, but she's asleep. So he's like, all right, I'll sleep it off. And then that night, when he tries to sleep, a demon shows up saying that he's the one that saved Dylan, but he requires a life for a life every month because the demon saved him. So now Dylan has to get lives for the demon or whatever. And the demon proves that he's real by breaking Dylan's arm.
I don't know why like a demon would injure like his killer, like that is working for him. You know,
like convince him that he's real.
I don't see why his life is worth one life a month.
Yeah, that is like that.
Like
it's
a
very
life for a
frequent.
life is 1-to-1.
But
pal.
like one a year is like too. It's like not that frequent.
yeah.
And so to be like, give me a body every quarter of the year, you know, it's like I don't know.
Every
But
month's
I
a
do
lot.
agree. Like one a month, that's like 30 days, dude. To like
That's
find-
like 12 in a year, bro.
dude, that's like
4 weeks, bro.
dude, 2 fortnights for each body. But yeah, I agree. That's very frequent. It's like you barely have time to breathe before it's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. It's like once a full moon, bro.
The odds of getting caught become
But
astronomical.
maybe the demon's like a metaphor for like rent and like living
For capitalist
paycheck
society.
paycheck to paycheck, you know? It's like the things you got to do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's like pulling teeth, you know?
what do you think about the demon design?
It was vague, and that's fine.
I think
Yeah.
it's vague, like I think on purpose, obviously.
It's a good silhouette, and you almost like want to see more detail, but
Mhm.
then again, like I also don't, because that might like ruin it in a way, you know?
Yeah, I think they
Because it's very creepy and hides in the dark really well.
pretty menacing.
Yeah.
I just wish that like when he's, breaking Dylan's arm or something, we saw just like a little bit more of like something because he's just like, all silhouette, but I understand why they didn't do that.
Probably helps to save time, you know?
Yeah, probably. Kira takes him to the hospital. They don't ever talk about like Dylan's feelings or whatever, but when a month starts to come up, Dylan starts feeling super sick, and then he randomly starts seeing like the demon and reflections and stuff. So he was like, oh shit, this might be real. And one day he gets mugged by like some guys that harassed him before in the book, and they leave him on the ground in the snow, which is when Dylan decides to say, fuck it. And he starts working on killing a bad person before his last day is up.
I love these panels that are just like in the snow.
Dude, there's so much snow.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Like this is a blizzard, and he's just like walking around.
Looks like a puzzle.
Yeah, pretty cool. He gets his ass beat by two people that apparently were on the same bus like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
It seems like.
the demon sent them after him.
Oh, that I guess it makes sense to be like, hey, I'm
I'm
just
fucking
like,
real, bruh.
yeah,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
take over a body or possess someone, which
Mhm,
is
mhm.
something I don't think comes up again because I didn't remember that bit.
Did he possess him? Is that what that was?
The people that beat him up.
Yeah, because I know the demon was like there, but I guess yeah, that makes sense. So issue 2,
Because it's like the lettering that the demon has. It's like, one more day. Why would someone mugging you tell you that?
I just thought the demon was like there. He's like, I know this is like a bad time, but like,
hey, you busy?
You have to pay rent tomorrow. So it's like,
just don't forget, dude.
So issue 2, it opens up with Dylan about to like do his first kill, and then he's like, "Oh man, I gotta heal myself again." But he drives a damn orange beetle, which is like the most recognizable thing if you see someone shoot somebody else and then get into like an orange beetle.
See any cars flee the scene? Like, there's so many cars, but there was this beetle.
There was an orange beetle very specifically that I got
There's
into.
a punch buggy. I got my brother.
Was that his beetle or was it his drug dealer's beetle?
It was his mom's.
His
His mom's car.
Okay.
But yeah, I think these are like such good like opening pages, even though it is just kind of like filler while he does like the novel thing.
That's a little bit better.
These are like just so cool to me. Just like the way that he like frames them and stuff. And then when it like builds up to like this very last one where it's like the black background and everything, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Dylan decides that he needs a gun to kill somebody because he's not going to like stab him. And he talks to his drug dealer who says that the best way to do this is to like find an old ass like unregistered gun, which gives Dylan the idea to go to his mom's house and get his dad's gun, which was hidden in storage in the attic that he accidentally found once when he was a kid.
I didn't even like think about, having a gun that would be traced. Like I'd be such a bad murderer. I'm like, oh yeah, they can track like bullets and shit. I'd be like, just go to a gun store or something.
Like, one gun, please.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's how most people.
One gun for murdering, please. and then, yeah, very smart. Just said,
like an old ass one.
Yeah.
I feel like Dylan is like a dick to his mom in this scene. Because he like shows up, he starts rummaging through his dead dad's old stuff.
Yeah.
And the mom's like, "Do you want to stay for dinner?" And he's like, "I don't know, Mom. I'll let you know."
Get
And then he takes his car. Takes her car.
No, I'm busy. Can I buy your car?
Like you barge into her house and you just immediately start ignoring her.
It's
That's
very
crazy.
junky behavior.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And I also like how the drug dealer is like, "Why the fuck would I have a gun?" Like I'm not trying to die over some pills. I was like, that's based. So Dylan also knows who he wants to kill, which is the brother of Dylan's old best friend from when he was young. And I guess the brother of his best friend molested him when he was a kid, eventually causing him to have like later trauma and then later becoming homeless. And then he froze to death on the streets. So he finds this Mark dude pretty easily through Facebook. And then he shoots him after his shift at the bar. And then he goes home and he's like, "Man, I'm pretty conflicted about this whole thing. Like, I feel kind of good, actually." One of the things I like about this scene is that he doesn't even remember what he said, like right before he killed him.
Like the adrenaline and shit.
It could have been like, "Remember Mark?" Or he's like, "This is for Teddy." And he's like, I don't know what I said, but it was probably kind of cool. I don't know. But it just kind of shows like he's not used to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. Issue 3. The next day, Kira tries talking to Dylan.
Wait, sorry.
What's up?
Real quick. So this murder, he's pretty close, when he like shoots him pretty much point blank.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he got like him in the eyeball on like the first try, probably the first time he's firing a gun.
He's very close to him.
I don't know, man.
It's like the distance between us two. Like I could hit your eyeball from here.
There's like recoil and shit, I don't know.
Not
Have
like,
you ever shot a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty of
Hold on
guns.
just a second. Oh yeah, so many guns.
So many guns.
Actually, I've shot way more guns than you've ever
Like
seen.
so many guns, and like I hit the targets too. I have a friend that likes guns, so I shoot his guns. Actually, one time I was shooting guns, and these guys that own a gun shop were shooting guns, and they let us shoot some like crazy stuff.
There's so many guns.
Like so many guns. Like the Call of Duty M1 Garand.
No.
And it would like be like you'd finish shooting and go like ping. It does that for real. It's very satisfying.
Wait, that's like a rifle, right?
Yeah, it's a rifle, and like when the actual clip itself runs out, it makes that pinging noise. It's pretty cool. I shot like a 50 cal.
I remember World at War.
Yep, I shot an MP40. Remember that like submachine gun? It's like a little one.
Yes,
It's pretty cool.
Are those legal?
I need to cut this out. No, I think so. Yeah,
would
I mean he's
assume,
registered
yeah.
to shoot it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could shoot you in the eye.
okay.
So don't ever fuck
I
with
forgot
me.
what we were talking about.
Yeah. Issue 3. The next day, Kira tries talking to Dylan about their weird hookups, and then like Mason's like out of town at this point, I guess. But Dylan avoids it entirely, and he's pretty wrapped up in searching news articles about the killing. And he's also trying to convince himself that he didn't just hallucinate the whole thing, the whole like demon thing. But then the demon shows up in his dreams. So it's kind of like trying to convince. And I think this dream sequence is kind of funny because we can see like what makes random people walking around like a bad person. And one of them that made me laugh, it just said secretly racist. Like next to them.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, interesting. It's an interesting one to pick because you could have picked like pedophile or something. Like secretly racist just feels like a funny one to choose.
I thought it was weird that he's like walking by like a shop and then there's like a mannequin with a red ski mask on. Like who advertises that they have ski masks, you know?
I mean, it's New York.
Like people would just have ski masks.
It's probably cold on their faces when they're walking to work.
I guess. I don't know.
I didn't think it was weird.
Seemed kind of weird.
I feel like what I'm surprised about is that we don't see.
It was just foreshadowing.
I know, but like it's about like what the foreshadowing is, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I know we wouldn't see this at like a mall or something, but just the thinking
Arizona?
of it, yeah, in Arizona. But like seeing that in like a mall in New York seems kind of off.
Disagree.
Okay.
What I was more surprised at is that there's not more iconic red ski mask dudes that I can think of.
Spider-Man.
That's like the only one I feel like.
It's a pretty big one.
I guess you got me there.
He ruined it for everybody.
But only Spider-Man because like at that one scene, you know?
Yeah. Good scene.
Good scene. Do you guys know any famous Joeys?
DiMaggio.
Joey Sturgis.
What does he do?
He's like a audio engineer. He's like a music producer.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind then.
Fatone.
I was trying to think of a famous Joey and I couldn't think of any of them.
Joey. So it's got to be Joey.
It's got to be Joey. I don't even remember like what the thought process was to trying to figure this out, but I Googled like famous Joeys and I was like, I don't know a single one of these guys.
Joey Fatone.
I did see that one, but who is that?
He was in either Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, but I couldn't tell you which one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. NSYNC, I think.
Wow.
When she said the name, like
what a great original thought.
The face
you just had.
she didn't know, and I like confirmed NSYNC.
I'm gonna look it up now. In sync.
Let's go.
He's also a television host, I guess.
Most people
but I
don't go by Joey after a certain age.
There's Joey King.
Who's that?
It's a girl.
That's like
Doesn't count.
Damn.
it sure
Just
does.
kidding.
No, she's a singer.
What?
Oh no, that's a fucking.
No, she was
actor.
in that movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but
She's
it was
in
the
fucking
one.
Bullet Train, the little girl.
The one about the mom who had
Elizabeth-
Munchausen's, and
Oh,
she makes
name's
her daughter
Joey? Okay.
sick.
She's famous. She's in
oh
Bullet Train.
yeah, she gets a pass.
I believe that. Yeah.
Joey Kangaroo, whatever that is. Oh no, it's a type of kangaroo.
There's a type of kangaroo named Joey.
Yep.
That's cool.
All the babies are Joey's.
Joey Lawrence.
All baby kangaroos are Joey's?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What'd you say?
No wonder
Baby
they,
kangaroos are Joey's.
no wonder they grow up to be so angry and
Oh.
buff.
Hey, my name's Joey.
That's supposed to be in
I'm
Australia.
a freaking kangaroo.
They went from Australian
Is
to
that
like
your
Bronx.
Australian accent?
yeah.
Yeah, fucking Joey over here.
You said tough, and that was like a tough guy voice.
in like the 40s, maybe.
If it's me
during Prohibition.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you know this guy? He's on like a show?
I don't watch The Bachelor.
Yeah, the Bachelor guy. His name's Joey.
Like one of the Bachelors? Or the
Season
host?
28. Yeah.
Oh my God, there's that many seasons of that show?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, Bachelor's like always been on.
I thought there's only been like 6 seasons, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks for the help there.
Joey Bosa, dude.
Who is that?
Dude,
Nick
defensive end
Bosa's brother?
of the Chargers.
He's famous.
Joey
Yes, he
Diaz,
is.
dude. The
Are
The
any of these
comedian.
are any of these Joeys?
he was the dude who's like on the train in Spider-Man 2.
Joey Diaz was in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, he's like, if you want him, you go through me.
Oh, I like that dude.
Yeah.
Okay. But none of these Joeys are closing down a Gucci store if they're shopping there, right?
Joey Diaz is.
Joey Diaz might.
The Spider-Man dude?
Yeah.
Well, he's a comedian and he's got money.
Okay, all right. Shout out to Joey Diaz.
And Joey King too. She's actually really famous.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
She
I
is
feel
pretty
like
famous.
people.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that dude fucks.
she's like that famous. Where
She's pretty famous. She just married Bon Jovi's son.
weird. Is
Yeah.
she old enough to be
No, wait,
married?
that might be Millie.
Is his name Son Jovi?
She just married somebody's son. I don't remember who it was. I
Dude.
think Millie Bobby Brown married Bon Jovi's
Damn,
son.
dude. Child bride is crazy.
So Kira and Dylan, they start talking. And we learn that Dylan knows
Mhm.
about Kira's fucked up childhood and how when she was young. One time, she witnessed her mom be in the middle of like this crazy orgy that like she hosted.
Why would you have your kids at home?
That's what I'm thinking
during this.
And like, what do you think? She wasn't going to get? There's probably a lot of noises that occurs from a thing like that.
Yeah,
that's a crazy page too. Like we wouldn't even be able to show it in this on the YouTube unless we do some big censoring. But there's like 50 people in this orgy.
I was like really excited to reread this and then like show Sarah like a really good comic, But then these first 4 issues, I'm like, wow, this is really pervy. There's a lot of tits in this.
It is a bit pervy, yeah.
And I'm like, she's gonna think we're a bunch of pervs.
Yeah, and we're like, it's our favorite book.
I swear it's a good book.
We're like, it's so good.
It's not just the titties. And then like his dad is like
basically a porn artist.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to be. He just like fell into that because it pays.
Yeah.
And then that's just what he was known for.
It's like the people in like DeviantArt,
Yeah.
They just make too much money doing it.
Yeah, like barely anybody breaks out of that.
But it's also like a lot of like sci-fi like porno art.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird. Like
that's
there's
better,
like
I guess.
naked blue ladies and stuff.
That's how you know they're aliens, is they're blue.
Yeah.
They look exactly like people.
Then you see that there's a Nathan's? They go to Nathan's.
Is there a Nathan's hot dog
thing?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's been like...
Oh, yeah, I see it. That's cool. I don't think I've ever eaten there.
There used to be one in like the Chandler Mall, I think, when we were like...
No, it was the Arizona Mills.
You took me to a Nathan's, didn't you?
No, that is Ted's. Ted's is way better.
Oh,
Ted's hot dogs.
Fucks, dude.
Fuck so hard.
Yeah.
The onion rings, dude. Get the
I
fuck
haven't
out of
had
here.
it in a minute, but...
I had a corn dog.
She was, how she is about hot dogs, and I'm like, let me take you to a hot dog place,
babe.
And we went there, and I don't think she was that crazy about it, but I was like, this is so good.
The line's always so long.
You have to go like right before they close.
Are they still open?
Surely.
If they ever close, we riot.
There's a hot dog place right next to me on the road that I live on. It's called Higley Hot Dog. I've never been there.
Bad name.
Well, it's on Higley Road, so you know where it is.
Have you had Korean corn dogs?
Yes.
Where it's like just corn dogs with cheese in them, basically?
Yes.
They're so good.
They're pretty good. Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
There's one around
They were
here.
like, we're about to fucking innovate right now. They just slap a piece of cheese on the thing.
And then it's like, they put like potatoes on it and shit.
Yeah.
And
hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheeto crumbs.
Oh, I haven't had those. That sounds good.
All the different sauces and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have this like, this place we go to has like, or we order from, has like pineapple slushies, and they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, you get this deal. It comes with like 3 corn dogs and then tater tots and 2 slushies.
That's awesome.
It's so good.
It fucks every time.
For the whole family.
For us.
Of 2.
Goes great with Godzilla,
Yeah.
Is that what you guys...
It was so good.
It's a great day.
I watched that this week. We're going to talk about it later.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ayo.
So yeah, while they're talking, Dylan sees an article saying that the murder he did led to the cops busting a child sex ring. And he's like, that's pretty cool. I did a good thing. And then he takes Kira shooting, which is a bit weird, but...
And he just shows off.
And on the way back, they start making out, and they're like, oh my God, I can't wait to fuck at your place. And then they walk into the door, and then Mason's there. He's back early from his trip. And then Mason's like, Kira, I can't wait to fuck. And he like...
Mason's like such a goober.
Dude, he... a goober?
Yeah.
That's not the word I would use. He's just kind of a douche, I feel like.
I don't know. I think he's a goober.
Because he's like, in front of people, he's like,
I want to show you how much I missed you.
Come on,
like,
babe.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
I know. He's like, come on, babe. I want to show you how much I missed you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like...
Bold missed.
And then, but Mason's like, actually, this is fine because I like need to do some research. And he starts looking up who his next victim is going to be. So yeah, Kira, and bit of a sticky situation. But issue 4, Dylan goes to buy the red ski mask that he saw in his dream. I guess he dreamed perfectly where that red ski mask was going to be, which is pretty cool.
I do that.
But he's struggling to find someone that deserves to be killed. And then also, Kira and Dylan are like still fucking behind Mason's back, but she's trying to distance herself from Mason before breaking it off with him because she doesn't want to hurt him. Which is like, okay.
Did you see the bush panel?
She's got some bush.
Saw
Yeah.
it.
I'm like, just draw the pants like a little bit higher and then no bush.
We don't see any dick in this book, do we?
Not a lot of dicks in comics.
Dude, there should be more.
Maybe they're harder to get right.
Yeah,
maybe.
Got the shape it right and whatnot.
Yeah, even in that big
A lot
orgy
of small
scene.
details.
In that big orgy scene, I was looking. I was like, "There's
No
not
dicks.
one dick in here, is there?"
Because like,
Every guy's like on his side with like the leg over,
yeah, boobies are easy. Vaginas are easy. It's just like a V. You can just draw a V and shade a little bit. But
Yeah.
dicks are a lot of small detail.
Dicks are beautiful.
And they're all different.
Yeah.
They're all
I don't
different.
want to say that.
Like a finger.
Like a finger?
A fingerprint.
Hands are typically
Like a
pretty hard to draw.
fingerprint.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all different like a fingerprint, Nathan.
Yeah, that's where
okay.
I was going with that.
A dick print. A mushroom stamp, as some would call.
That's sick. I've never heard that in my entire fucking life.
Heard that?
No.
It's when someone
I get-
slaps
no, I
somebody
like-
else.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking it was.
So Dylan
Wait,
goes
what?
to a strip club. Wait, what?
Wait,
What? Nothing.
When you slap somebody else?
Yeah, with your dick.
It's a mushroom stamp.
Oh. I was picturing like...
Like what, you slap it against a...
No, I wasn't
some
picturing
ink?
slapping anything.
What were you picturing? I need
Like,
to
you know when someone wears really tight pants, right?
Yeah.
Like a mushroom print is what I thought you were saying. Like, oh, it's like, oh, he's got a mushroom print. Like a camel toe, like a mushroom print.
Yeah.
That'd be a good name for that
I
too.
think that's just called...
Bulge.
Isn't it called like moose knuckle or something?
That's
Or is that something else?
also another term
Is
for
that also
a vagina.
vagina?
Yeah.
What does a moose knuckle look like?
I
I'm gonna
think
look
it-
at that. Oh.
yeah, I think it's just different shaped.
Okay. No, I think there's a... yeah.
What was that thing I had in Belgium? No. It's like a. It was like
you
a.
have?
No, it was legit called like a beef knuckle or something.
Oh yeah, for dinner.
Yeah, it was really fucking good. It's like something that they have.
You
It
saw
was a
that
pig
on the
knuckle,
menu
I
and you're
think.
like one of those.
I think it was a pig knuckle.
Yeah, pork knuckle or something.
Pork knuckle, yeah.
Ooh, that sounds even worse.
No, it was like really fucking good. It was a ton of meat, and like I was like, I only got it because on like the reviews on that restaurant, like that's like the thing to get there, and it's
okay.
like a very like Dutch thing.
Because normally I feel like if I read that, I'm like, no, thank you. I'll have
Like-
the chicken tenders.
like-
A pork nut?
Let me read on.
What's
you
a
know?
pork knuck?
Yeah. I think I had pasta. It's
Have
pretty good.
pork knucks for dinner.
Dylan
It only
goes,
sounds gross because you just said moose knuckle. You know.
you did this.
No,
the one
you
that
started it.
I started it, but he went to eating pork knuckle.
Well,
I got
So
hungry. Okay.
we're both in trouble here.
Anyway,
Dylan goes to a strip club and he's like, "There's probably shady people here," and so he just goes there. I think there's an interesting take on how like he won't do like low level drug dealers as like bad people to kill. Like
he
because
wants it to have like a domino effect to where it's like
it takes down like
has
other
this
bad
after
people.
effect. You know?
Because drug dealers are just kind of like in this like cog of thing, and he's also not like forcing anybody to do drugs kind of deal. So I just thought that was kind of an interesting
yeah.
rule for himself to
I'm
make.
like that just makes it like 10 times harder.
Yeah, it does.
You know, you have to kill like weed dealers, maybe the crack guys. You know,
Yeah.
He was secretly a little racist.
Why?
No, I guess maybe prejudiced because he assumes that these people, you haven't gotten here yet, but with the strip club,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, well, they're forcing them to work here
Yeah.
because of where they're from.
Yeah, he explains
Yeah.
that.
He just like interpreted it all wrong. It's like security was making sure they were safe walking to them to the van.
Yeah, that's. I thought this whole plan was dumb. So
Yeah,
like
it was
he
not a good
decides to
plan.
shoot the guy that's escorting the foreign dancers into the club.
well they go from the club into like the bus or whatever, and then it takes them to like a place where they all live.
I guess.
you know.
Yeah.
So
they all live together. I guess. So when he like, so that's his plan. He's gonna shoot just that guy because that's gonna, you know,
Domino effect.
that's gonna domino effect, I guess.
Good.
So when he leaves that night, Mason catches and questions him. And he's like, "Where are you going? You've been going out a lot." And
at like 2 a.m.
yeah, which makes him think that Mason or that Dylan's leaving to go sleep with Kira. So he calls Kira, but Dylan puts on his ski mask. He walks up to the mob guy who's like not afraid at all. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he even starts to pull out his gun. So Dylan freaks out and he shoots him a few times. And then he tries to like free the dancers. And they're like, "You're all free, let's go." And then they just like start kicking his ass.
Yeah.
And so obviously they would because they just saw him shoot a guy.
Yeah.
It's not a great plan that
Yeah,
they
like
thought
their
out.
driver.
Yeah. They're not going to be like, "Oh, thank you."
They did.
Thank you for shooting my security.
Yeah, oh, that was great. And so yeah, they're kicking his ass. So Dylan reactively shoots one in the stomach and he like barely gets away.
He's like, sorry.
Yeah. Which is crazy cuz like he obviously isn't trying
If
to
he
kill anybody
kills-
like innocent.
2, does that mean the next month is covered?
I don't think it
Is this
rolls
like
over.
layaway?
I don't think it roll. Yeah, you're just doing extra credit,
Dang.
you know.
I don't think the girl dies,
Probably not. A
but she
gunshot?
could. It's possible.
Yeah, she could. I don't think we even figured it out, but yeah, just a bad plan because it's not like these ladies were like in shackles or anything, you know, like being transported.
And he
you
even
know?
like tested it out, like, oh, can I get something extra? And she was like, oh, we don't do that.
yeah,
So I don't know
Yeah.
where he was going with this.
yeah. I don't know. It's just
It
bad
wasn't
plan.
trafficking.
I'm sure he
or
was just
anything.
kind of desperate. trying to find someone bad.
Yeah. I also like how like you can tell like how freaked out he is when this dude like isn't scared. He's like starts pulling out his own gun and like you could see like the fear in his eyes. He's like, just please like
God no.
Yeah. Or like this panel when he like shoots and he's like clearly freaked out. I think they like really nailed the pacing of the scene. So when he gets back home, he's all bloody. Kira and Mason are there to like confront him. So Dylan like does like a fake breakdown and he makes up the story that he's been getting into bar fights because he hates himself. And then Kira like takes care of him and she finds Dylan's dad's like old porn art stuff. And then we see the demon on one of these like art pieces that he did.
I missed that detail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like this one.
Yeah, I missed that detail.
Very cool.
And so I like what they end up doing like with that little twist because he starts to think like, oh, maybe I dreamt this demon because I saw it in one of my dad's pieces and then I just like forgot about it.
Yeah, it's like maybe I'm mentally fucking ill, you know?
Oh, yeah, which probably. So
yeah, he tried to take his life twice. I mean,
he's not in the best of shape, you know? But yeah, pretty good. I think like they do a pretty good job of like making you keep guessing like if he's real or if he's not real kind of stuff. I think they've always done that like pretty good in this. I don't think they even really tell you for sure.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. But pretty good. So let's go into Back Matter Matters.
Back Matter Matters.
I think these are all just different covers, right?
Yeah, the variants.
Yeah.
Or not even the variants, like the normal covers.
The actual covers, yeah.
They did do variants, but I don't think those were out by the time like the trade came out. Because I have like one of the variants where it's like the Walking Dead homage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah,
so,
these are such cool covers.
Yeah, they're super good.
Or like there's always like an emphasis on like the red.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
They even do that like in the book when it's like snowy out and whatnot, and his like red and his mask really pops, and then like the brake lights on like cars and stuff. But yeah.
So what would you rate this book, Daniel?
So speaking hot dogs, do a Ted's hot dog, maybe like Chicago style.
Nice.
You know, with like a pickle on there. I think that's Chicago style. Can't remember.
Okay.
And a side of Ted's onion rings. They're more like onion strings, but they're really fucking good.
Okay, nice. Big dog.
Big dog. What about you?
I'd rate one of those like foot long hot dogs. Like you can find somewhere.
Like Cooperstown?
Yeah.
Or was that even, that was like 2 feet.
That was called like the big unit or something. I think,
yeah.
When they still had those.
When that place was still open.
Yeah. Is that the only one or is there multiple?
There might have been more than one, but I don't know where
that was on like Man vs. Food, I thought, right? That hot dog?
Either that or Triple D.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, like a foot long hot dog, you know?
Okay.
I like it that much. More than like a regular hot dog, you know?
Yeah. What about you?
A medium Asian zing.
Okay.
What is that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, okay.
Medium-sized Asian zing sauce, which is arguably one of the best sauces.
The best sauce.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even like argue it. Like every time we try and get like
I've
variety,
never tried that.
It's really good.
We try and get variety. I go to the Asian zing. I'm like, she just got all fucking Asian zing. It's so good.
I always just get as hot as I think I can handle that day.
No,
which might be a mistake. But I like to fight my food a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
I like it to be like a battle.
I like the Thai curry a lot.
Ooh.
I'm waiting for the day to get rid of it because I don't think a lot of people like it at all.
Really?
A little smelly.
But I keep holding on to it. I'll keep ordering it.
Nice. Okay, that's good. That's a good rating.
How big is a medium? Like how many?
A lot. I think snack size is 5, a small is 10, a medium is 15.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, and then I don't know how much the large is.
And you really like this one, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there's bigger sizes. There's a large. I didn't put large.
Yeah, it could have been large, but not a large book apparently.
I know you're not like in the comics, but like, does any part of you want to like continue reading, or you just like?
If this was a show, I would watch it.
Okay.
Being a comic, I probably won't. It's not because it's a comic that I won't finish it. I'm just like,
take some time.
Not gonna finish it, yeah, but because it's pretty big. But if it was a show, I'd watch it.
I think that's good. Yeah,
good to know.
Very cool.
Alrighty, let's get into the poll list. Colin,
shove it in your box.
I'm sorry.
The poll list. What did you shove in your box?
What's up?
You do that every time.
Nothing. Daniel, what'd you shove in your box?
I'm gonna catch up on Transformers and see if I get 7 because it's got like the different artists on it.
Yeah,
and
it's apparently very
I don't
good.
know. I'll just determine if like I want it that badly. You know.
Yeah.
We got like I'm not gonna buy the physical, but Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, number 5, and Batman: The First Night, number 2.
Will that come out?
The website I looked at said it did.
Oh, I might have missed it.
And then Phantom Road 10.
Okay, I picked up most of those, and then Green Lantern came out.
Which one?
10, 9 or 10.
Main one?
The main one, yeah.
Okay.
And then Ultimate X-Men number 2 also came out.
Yeah, I need to read that too.
Yeah, that was good. But didn't have the chance to read anything. It was pretty busy this weekend.
I'm thinking of starting a court of Thorns and Roses. I'm on Book Talk. And I've been putting it off, but everybody loves it. And it's got like different series, you know, like it's the first series and then there's another series that's like, I don't know, backstory. I have no idea. I haven't read any of it, but I'm on Book Talk and everybody really likes it, but I've been putting it off because of how many books there are.
Is that how you
And like, I know I'm going to get into it and you know how fast I go through those fucking things. So
she'll read like one a day, you know, and then she'll
book.
Yeah. And
Wow.
and then she'll just, she'll like stay up super late to read it. I'm like, go to bed.
That's sick. No,
I can't
that's
help,
awesome.
I can't help myself.
I love being a little devious.
So
like
I kind of
that.
want to start it, but then I haven't yet because it's an expensive habit.
How many books are in like the whole thing?
I think the first like series or whatever, the first storyline is like 5 books.
Okay.
The second one is probably another 5 and the last one's probably another 5.
Yeah.
Or there might be more
15
than
books.
that. Yeah, so
How big are these books? Ooh, big.
I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking about starting it.
Is that how you get a lot of your book recommendations? Is Book Talk?
Yeah, I've lately I have been.
Book Talk's not really a thing for comics. Is it?
I'm sure it is. Maybe you guys just aren't on comic book.
I feel like
TikTok.
I feel like I should be.
I feel like I interact with enough comic book things on TikTok, so like they know I'm like somewhat interested. Maybe we should start it.
We gotta start book.
Comic
book talk.
Comic book talk.
Comic book talk.
Comic talk.
Comic talk.
Comic talk. Yeah, that makes more sense. I think. Anyway,
talk mix.
Trade talk.
These are bad names.
Trade talk was a good name.
Yeah, I agree.
Trade talk.
But yeah, that's my shove it in your box.
Okay, what was the last good book you read?
So recently I don't recommend it, not because I loved it, but because it's really big and it's very depressing. It's called A Little Life. And it's huge. It's like this big.
Ooh, that's
and it's just
big.
about a guy who had like an awful fucking life. It was really sad actually, but it was really good.
Okay, cool. This book's a little depressing too. It was pretty
she likes
good.
misery, you know.
I do.
Yeah, I think it's very humanizing.
Yeah.
Maybe a little therapeutic to read about other people's problems, you know?
I don't know. I wanted to cry a few times. It was so sad.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Don't read it.
Okay, I won't.
It was really good. But
I
don't
won't
read
because
it.
it's too big.
It is really big.
Not because
It's
I'm afraid
huge.
of depressed people.
And it does drag a bit.
Yeah, when it's this big.
I kind of like sometimes if I can see a whole paragraph is just about the details of how someone's like fucking standing, I'll skip that paragraph. I'm like, why the hell am I going to sit here?
Yeah.
I get it. He's walking slow.
So you cut corners is what you're
He's
saying.
walking slow and sad.
There's probably something important in there. You're just looking over.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's little nuggets.
Little nuggets in there.
Anyway, didn't you watch anything?
I watched Godzilla X Kong, the second one.
The New Empire?
The New Empire. Is that what it's called?
Did you love it?
I thought it was a banger.
Okay,
Is
cool.
it so good?
It was so good in theaters.
It is so
I
good
love
in
those
theaters.
movies so much.
What makes it better is that I saw it on Monday and I was the only one that picked up tickets for everybody. Like we were alone in that theater.
Wow, private
Sick.
theater, dude?
Yeah, private
Nice.
theater. So when
High
Kong
roller.
picks up a fucking monkey and he hits another monkey with that monkey, we're like, wee! We're like clapping and shit.
Best part.
Yeah.
There are people like in our theater laughing too. I was like dying.
No. It is like it'll be the best comedy movie of the year, I think. Because there's some insane shit that happens in that movie.
Dude, Godzilla suplex.
Dude, the suplex was so fucking
I was like,
cool.
let's go, dude.
I love that he was like coming to him for help, but it's just fucking on site. Like, you don't even try to talk to me, bro.
On site.
He's like, are you shitting me?
He's like,
just got rid of this motherfucker.
And he's like fucking running towards him. And Kong's like, oh no, please.
Let me tell you something.
You got it
When you
wrong.
start running,
You got it all wrong. You got it all wrong. My favorite part is when he charged up the beam to like shoot Kong with it. And you see him shoot the beam and Kong's like outrunning it, but he's doing like this like little jog to like run away from it. And I thought it was
He's like
so
jumping
funny.
over the pyramids, you know?
He like runs behind the pyramid, but he's like doing such like a slow jog. I feel like I thought it was very funny.
Well, it was in slow motion.
I don't think so, dude. I think that's just like how slow they move, but since they're so big. But...
I was really not mad. I was upset when I was watching it because Kong would have beat that guy's fucking ass if he didn't have this little dragon thing behind the wall or whatever. Totally. He would have mopped the floor with him. Yeah, that's cheating, bro.
Yeah, Scar King wasn't
You can't
that
be
scary.
like the king if somebody can whoop your ass like that.
I think they tried a little bit too hard to make him scary because he like stands like an anime villain. Do you notice that?
Yeah, and why is he so skinny? I thought he was gonna be like bigger than Kong. You know?
Yeah, he like stood like this a couple times. You know, where he's like an anime. He's got like this weird thing. Where she tries to like look menacing, but
yeah.
And then they just like they shoved in there that like he has this like sex ring of like so he can like reproduce with these other monkeys. Did you see that?
I
like
did.
All these like female monkeys just holding red babies.
Yeah, and he's got like a bunch of monkey slaves, but like what are they doing? What are they building? They're like moving rocks around and shit, but like nothing's being built.
Yeah, that's true.
I also really like how there's like 20 minutes of just like like just like no dialogue, but there's like dialogue.
But you know what they're saying.
I know, and like
they probably had like script for like the grunters.
Like, and so I was like, I get it though. Like I get everything that's happening. There's like a lot of drama here, and
I'm like 20 minutes without a word.
I know. I was 15 minutes in, and I was like, this is impressive. Like I know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Scar King does not fuck with him. He thinks he's a little bitch. You know.
Yeah.
I hope there's another one.
I assume there's gonna be at least one more.
There is, and I think it's gonna be more like Godzilla based, you know, because these last two seem like
Kong better.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, Kong's kind of like the main character in this one. Like you see him.
I felt like he was in like the last one too, because they're mostly with him trying to get to Hollow Earth, and then Godzilla just shows up.
Well, I think it's just easier to interact with him because
Godzilla was in this for 8 minutes total.
That's
8 minutes of screen time. Yeah.
Really?
Like apparently
that seems wrong.
Look it up. But like all of them are like about 8 minutes, like all the King Kong movies or the Godzilla movies.
Like on average, he'll normally be on screen for about 8 minutes. Is what you're saying, or
yeah?
Oh, no, I feel like there's way more in this.
I felt like that too, but
like there's like a whole anti-gravity fight scene. There's the pyramid fight scene.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wrong. And then there's like four instances of him like fighting underwater in Rome.
It was like a minute, dude.
I like how he had his little bed in like the Coliseum thing.
Yeah,
I know.
And then he went back to it.
He's like, dude, I'm fucking
didn't give a shit.
I'm
wiped.
Yeah, but it was good. There's
the new monsters are kind of cool, like the little ice dragon thing.
Mothra was ridiculous in this.
Did you watch King of
Yeah, Mothra was in that, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Mothra's like not really like a villain.
She was in that movie, wasn't she?
She was kind of there.
Okay.
I don't really know what her purpose is, but
the thing that doesn't make sense in this movie.
Plenty of stuff.
The one thing that doesn't make sense.
Probably more than that.
They find those like wee people or whatever.
The wee people.
The Iwu people.
Yeah.
Anyway, the like race the people that are like in under Hollow Earth or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They like just discover them, and then all of a sudden she's like, make eye contact with them. Like it's polite to do. It's like you just found these people, and then she could like read their language on the wall. So whenever she was translating like random ass markings on the wall, I'm like, you don't know what this says, you know? Like you just discovered
I'm surprised.
these people.
I'm like, did somebody else try to climb those stairs and do that just to like see if anybody could have done it?
Yeah, the stairs. I was like, this girl,
she could get fucked right now.
Some stairmaster.
Yeah,
if she slips once,
you're
dead.
done.
Yeah. Very fun movie though.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it too. I wonder what they're gonna do with like Kid Kong, you know, from
the
little baby.
They gotta bring him back.
They have to.
He has like a name. I was trying to look up like toys on him. It's apparently not like Mini Kong. He's got like a real name. But anyway.
Good movie.
Good movie.
We watched Rogue One.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah. That movie's awesome.
It is.
I think he was asking me. You've obviously seen it several times.
Like it.
So good.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously a very different feeling Star Wars movie, but you liked it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I would ask a lot of questions, but I didn't necessarily need to because like where it was or like with the movies that I was in between and the questions I was asking were stuff I was going to find out during the fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is she?
But it's hard to like know what you're going to find out in the movie.
Especially because I haven't seen all of them. So I'm like, is this something I would have learned from another movie had I seen it?
Yeah, it's like, should I know who this is?
Yeah, basically.
No,
I
think that's fair.
She's like, who's Rey? I'm like, Ray? Like, who are your parents? I'm like, I don't know.
Who could say?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when I was watching it, there's like you remember Grease from the video game, the guy who pilots like the Monarch or whatever. Is that the ship?
Grease?
Yeah, he's like the little guy with the hair, and he had like 4 arms or whatever. He like he has the bar in the second one in Fallen Order.
This guy? No, that's Guido.
I don't mean to keep kicking you under the table. I'm not playing for Betsy.
Oh yeah. Wait, he's in this? He's in Rogue One?
No.
Oh.
One of his species is in
Oh,
it.
okay, cool.
And I'm like, oh, dude, they're like real.
It's like the Danny DeVito alien.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is cool. I didn't realize that Saw Gerrera died in this one.
Yeah.
I like totally forgot about
That's
that.
fucked up.
Because like he's in Andor because it's like the prequel, but I just didn't remember that, you know?
Yeah, Andor dies in that movie too. So
Yeah, everyone fucking dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that part.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they didn't. Did they like kiss at the end? They just hugged, right? Because they're friends.
They just hugged, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
Dude, the planet that they were that like Saw Gerrera was on, that was Jeddah from the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh shit.
I say but I didn't know that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's just a desert planet. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but it was like Jeddah
Wait,
specifically.
so it got fucked up.
It
But
got
I guess
fucking blown up. Because that was when they were testing out the Death Star.
But the whole thing didn't get blown up.
The city, but I
like
thought,
a big chunk of it got blown up.
Yeah. So, but still.
Because I think they tried to not blow up a planet so that it wouldn't undermine when they blew up a planet in A New Hope.
Okay.
I think that was their idea. But
Anyway.
I like the robot dude, K2SO.
Oh yeah, he's goated.
He's my favorite.
I figure
He's
him somewhere.
he's so sassy. That's cool. Good movie. I remember not liking it the first time I watched it because I wanted to see some lightsaber. And then I was like, what is this?
Saber action?
Who are these people?
There's some lightsaber.
Where's Luke Skywalker? You know, and then I watched it like a second time over the course of like a couple of days while I was running at the gym, and I was like, this is a good ass movie. So I got a better appreciation for it on the second watch.
Definitely.
And now it's like my favorite, I think. But I don't know.
I think it's like 2 for me now.
Okay, nice. I watched the first episode of X-Men 97.
Oh yeah,
the Disney Plus show.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, actually.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good.
I had never watched the original cartoon, and I
Yeah.
think it definitely feels like a cartoon that would have been made in the 90s just because like the way they talk and shit.
Like 4 kids on like Saturday morning kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. And there's some insane action in this. I don't know if you've seen like the Cyclops action clip. But he's like
where he's like falling from the sky.
He's like falling from the sky, and he uses little blasts to like slow down his fall and like land normally.
Pretty
very cool. Or he like the way that
Strong
he does
neck.
action with it. You know, he'll like shoot a little beam and that'll like slide him backwards so he could like punch another guy behind him, kind of deal. It's very cool.
Okay.
So I watched that. I think I'll probably keep watching it. And did you guys watch Invincible?
No.
Yeah.
Not the last episode.
You didn't
Not
watch
the
the season
last
finale?
No.
That's the season finale already?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the second part of season 2, and the whole season's only
Yeah.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
So. Is it good?
Yes.
Did
How long
something
is
crazy
it?
happen?
Yes.
Like crazy cliffhanger kind of thing?
No. Well, I guess like kind of. There's something that like happens and you're like, wow, that has some big ramifications. And then they like, there's a chance for them to expand on it in like a particular moment, and then they don't.
Okay.
And so it's like, okay, well, this will obviously come up again, you
Mhm.
know, but there's like a big action scene. There's a lot of blood, and then some
Okay,
big
thank
shit
you.
happens. Yeah. But it's pretty good.
Yeah, I meant to watch that, but I forgot.
But yeah, I liked it. Now we'll wait another 6 years for season 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. But I think they were trying not to have us wait that long. I think Stephen Yeun said that they had some banked or something. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And then I played this game called Bonding Ambivalence.
It's a long name.
It is a long name. It's like a French game made by like two French guys. You could tell they're French because I think they did all the English like words like that you hear.
Mhm.
And it sounds like they just phonetically wrote out what English would sound like. And so when someone's like talking in English, it just sounds like they're very much like just really emphasizing like certain words, and just feels like a little bit off. But
So they're like French people voice acting?
yeah, it's like if we were to write out what like French words would sound like, but we write it in English and we just like try and say that. And so like they don't have like the cadence or something of whatever language, but
I mean, French people know English pretty well. It seems like.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's
at
like
least in
bad,
the service industry,
but like sometimes they'll say something that's just a little bit off. But basically, it's like it's a 2-player game, and it's kind of like an escape room, but also a first-person shooter at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a very popular game. Parker and I were just looking for something to play, and he tried playing this with Ben, but the like escape room aspect of it was like a little bit too much for Ben, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they would spend like
it's too hard.
They would spend like multiple days in like one room trying to figure out how to like get out of it. And so we started playing it, and it is tough. Like there's like a puzzle where you're like in an office building, and like one guy's like a hacker, so you're able to like hack into computers, and the other guy can like has like a toolkit so he can get into certain doors or whatever. But you have to like communicate pretty well with each other. And if you don't do like the puzzles within like a certain number of tries, then the action like really picks up, and it's like almost like impossible to beat. So you have to like, you pretty much have to solve the puzzles. But there's like a room that took us like 3 hours, and you had to like look at a hologram of like a star like constellation, but you didn't know what constellation it was. So you had to like figure out what constellation he was trying to get you to look at, and have that be like the password to get into a certain terminal or whatever. So like the thing that's weird about it is that
you have to Google stuff while you're playing,
dude. That's the thing. It's not popular enough to where there's like people just tell you what to do, you know. So like I tried doing that when I was like on hour like 2 of trying to figure out what the stupid password was to like Jeffrey's computer to like unlock a different door. It was like no one has posted anything on YouTube because it's not that big of a game. But we figured it out. It was very satisfying. But it's just funny because there's so much time between like shooting things because you're trying to figure out what the puzzle is that you just like forget that you have a gun at some point. But I think it's pretty good. We're gonna try and finish it. It's just interesting for what it is. So
yeah,
I liked it.
Cool.
You guys watch anything else? Do anything else?
You want to talk about couple to thruple?
Oh my God, Nathan.
What the fuck is that?
You're missing out.
Couple to thruple?
Yeah, I watched it on your Peacock.
Oh, wow. Wait, I stopped Peacock.
Was that on Paramount?
No, it was on Peacock.
Oh.
You must have got a different
You canceled your Peacock?
I did.
When
I'm not
did
watching
you
it
cancel
anymore.
it?
What the fuck?
Like 3 months ago or something.
How are we still in it?
Maybe I should see if they're still charging me.
You should.
Well, didn't we watch it to watch like a football game in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think I canceled it realistically like a month and a half ago.
Okay.
But it was like before we started like Game of Thrones or something.
There's no way.
Anyway.
You'll have to show me downstairs. But what's
I'm
the
thruple
fuckle about?
What do you think couple to thruple would be about?
Couple to thruple. So they get another person.
Yeah, it's like a dating show where these couples all go on, and then there's a bunch of singles also on the island, as these like reality shows usually are.
I don't like that at all.
And they just like thruple up. Like the couple like chooses someone to invite into their relationship.
They're like everyone's like poly, so it's like they all
know what's going on.
Fuck
sure.
with this is. It's not like you're being forced in this thing.
But I mean, does the third person get to have a say?
Because
they
have
to like step forward if they're like interested in the couple.
Wow, that's so
and then the couple
interesting.
like picks based off of like who's interested in them.
Yeah.
So like one of the single people would be like, man, I really like Jim and Janet, but man, I do not fuck with Oscar and Sarah.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Yeah. And
Whoa.
and then like each episode, like if they're not really vibing with their single or whatever, they can like the single person can leave, or like the couple can choose to swap out theirs.
Yeah.
So there's always like like a group of singles that are there.
Okay, interesting.
And so
yeah, I liked it a lot. It was pretty good. I mean, then at the end, like the best part is they like give a montage of like who's still together if like anybody ended up in a throuple, which a lot of them did. I think there was only one that didn't throuple up.
Really? Thruple up.
Yeah.
What a crazy verb.
I like
to thruple.
I know. I get people having open relationships, like do you
Sure.
live. But it's weird to me like people dating like a couple dating the same person, because it's like if you're going to have an open relationship, wouldn't you want to like, I don't know,
Like have it be open?
have it be open instead of like both of you dating the same person? I don't know, like to me
Yeah, open seems like it would make more sense than
there were a lot of like three-way kisses where
there were a lot of I saw a lot of
Really?
3 ways, yeah.
Was it mainly like 2 girls and a guy? Or
There was one that was 3 guys. There was and the
okay.
other ones were 2 girls and a guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's never two guys and one girl.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
but it was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
Yeah, it's just
Whatever
very.
you're into,
it's very because normally when you pick a partner, it's like your choice, but to have it be like now all of a sudden like a council of people being like,
they're like, we think you would fit very well into our lifestyle.
You should come to us.
Yes.
That's just,
and it was interesting when some couples liked the same single, because that happened a couple times, and then they would like argue, like, okay, so you're going up to this person that we're clearly interested in and telling them that you're interested in having them in your couple or your throuple.
So they have to choose a couple to be throupled?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of jealousy in it.
Yeah.
Like at first I'm like, oh, I wonder how how people are gonna pair up, how it's gonna like work out, and then like halfway through, like people get mad because like they gave up like a single or they choose to swap out, and then someone else picks them up, and then it's just a problem.
Yeah,
so you
didn't choose them.
Yeah, I know. And
so you kicked them to the curb.
And then there's just a lot of emotions.
Did some couples not throuple at all?
No. Everybody throupled. There was one couple that left early, but because they had found a third that they really liked and they just didn't feel the need to be there anymore, so all three of them left together.
Whoa.
And coincidentally, that's like the only throuple that is actually still together.
Yeah. One of the couples was from Arizona.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I'm like, oh, maybe I see him somewhere, because they're like the bodybuilder couple. I'm like, what if I see him at a gym or something?
Oh, interesting.
Their throuple ended.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's throuples.
Was there?
Well, yeah. No, I know that they're a thing. I wonder. I'm trying to like word it because it's hard, but like, I wonder if there's like an original couple that picked up a throuple and then like kicked out one of the original two.
Ooh.
I don't know.
And they're
absolutely.
Like, yeah. I would imagine there would have to be.
For some reason, it felt weird.
Sure.
That,
can you legally be like a throuple? Like share like
like marriage wise?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not in Arizona.
Maybe in Utah, or yeah.
Can you share?
I think Utah it's illegal now too, but I'm sure somewhere maybe.
For some reason, it just felt weird that it was like a couple just kind of like picking like one person.
Yeah, that's the part that seems
I'm
strange
like,
to
is there ever any throuples that just happen to be three really good friends and they're like, hey,
here's a crazy idea.
Maybe that's where it threw me off, because I'm like, you guys already have this like established bond, and then just picking somebody up just feels weird to me.
Yeah, just bringing it into that dynamic. So
like, there's no history really there. Like, I could see like a show where it's like
we really like you. It feels almost predatory, even though it's not.
Yeah, it does. I could see a show where it's like a bunch of singles that are down for a throuple and they like have to pick teams.
But that's still, but you'd still like, pick one person and then you're like, all right, we need another person, Yeah. Like you're picking teams in school.
It's like in class. It's like, all right, get in teams of 4 and you get with your 2 boys. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
We need to pick somebody up.
We need like either another couple or 2 singles.
Or like, I was always the kid where I was like, wouldn't have like a group.
Last.
I wouldn't have a group, and the teacher would be like, all right, everybody raise your hand if you don't have a group. And I'm just like,
all right, who wants Nathan? All right, you're a group of 5.
Yeah.
Dude, I was a part of so many like remainders. Like I was always like that remainder that was like going into a group.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah.
There were some people that didn't get picked to be throupled up. Like they would go back into the pool of singles, and then each week, like you'd decide if you wanted to stay in your throuple or if you wanted to leave or like swap them out for somebody.
Why? Because they're like boring, or
they just like decided they didn't like work together.
Just didn't vibe. And then like halfway through, they'll like add a whole new couple into the mix, and then they'll add more singles and stuff. So I kept you on your toes.
I'm sold.
You should watch it. It was very interesting. It was an interesting watch.
I'm gonna have to watch it on the Peacock account.
Sophia would love it, I think.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, Sophia would love it.
She loves that shit.
Yeah.
And she's gonna talk to me about how she could never be a throuple, and I'm like, okay,
good,
sure,
great.
That's great.
And you're secretly thinking like, maybe we'll make this work.
No. But she'll always do that, and she'll like watch Love Is Blind. And she's like, I could never do this, and I'm like, oh, great.
I love watching things with Sophia because she talks a lot.
She talks so much.
I like it though.
Oh my god.
She's like, oh my god.
Maybe she only likes you for your looks, man. If she was in a room with like a wall in between you guys, she wouldn't like your personality, bro. That's what she's saying.
I think.
Just start thinking like
I
this.
think you're right. Because I'd be like, I don't know. Did you watch Avengers? I don't think I'd be good in that show.
Yeah,
because I'm just so hot. That's how I get people.
Yeah.
That's how you reel them in, Nathan.
That's your draw.
Yeah, pretty much.
With the charming good looks.
Just tell them about your comic book podcast.
That'll reel her in.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting matched on Love Is Blind if I was single.
If you guys were on Love Is Blind and you were both on there, people would be like, I just fucking talked to you because you guys sound exactly the same and you're both a little monotone.
You know what? People have listened to the show think that Nathan is older than me because I think he just talks
so
smarter.
mature.
Yeah, I feel like he mumbles less.
Very mature.
Yeah, he's a very mature young man.
They're intelligent.
I think it's different in our voices.
Masculine, even.
I feel like his voice is deeper.
I think you guys have the same voice.
Pretty similar.
Yeah, pretty similar.
I'd be like, I just talked to you. Nice try.
Well, you have the same voice as Zach.
That isn't even possible.
Anyway, what are we reading next week, Nathan? What are we gonna read next week?
I don't know. What are we doing?
Do you want to read Dead Boy Detectives?
Does that show? Oh, that show comes out, huh?
Yeah, the 25th.
Do they have one about a farm or animals? You guys should read something like that.
Yeah, there's Farmhand.
Farmhands, yeah. It's about a guy that can
read one you guys haven't
organs.
read before.
That's what we always do.
We mostly do that.
Yeah.
Oh, well then how do you know about Farmhand?
I have read that one.
We have read that.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
But you asked for a farm. That's the first thing that came to my head.
I just think you guys would like that kind of
trees.
thing.
Like a farm book?
Yeah.
About farm animals?
Does Superman count when he grows up in Smallville?
No.
You go on a farm.
I'm thinking more like Chicken Run.
You're thinking like anthropomorphic
Dude,
animals.
Chicken Run comic would be sick.
No, it wouldn't. I think what makes those movies good is that they're like claymation.
Yeah.
They're like slightly creepy, but still really good.
Yeah.
Like they're making them into chicken pot pies, bro.
Oh,
fuck.
The second one came out. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it.
It looks like more fucked up.
Really? Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a horror movie.
Dude,
Anyway.
is there a claymation horror movie?
Surely, right?
Whoa, I want to see that. I want them to be like Chicken Runs. Like when they smile, you see like all their teeth, just like that style.
Oh, fuck that.
That'd be cool.
I mean, some Tim Burton shit can be like that, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I guess that's true. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dead Boy Detectives is cool.
So, yeah, it would come out like the day after Dead Boy
let's do it.
Detectives. So, okay. So I looked into this. I read like the first issue of like Peachy Schultz run.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's like a great like starting point for those characters.
Okay.
And so I read the run before that and I
Neil
liked
Gaiman
it.
one?
Like, no, it was like something lit or something. Hold on. Well, it's taking its time. Toby Litt and Mark Buckingham.
Oh, okay. I like Mark.
Yeah, so this came out in 2014. So the main reason is that there's like the Dead Boy Detectives are like ghosts and they solve
Dead boys.
shit. And then there's like this human girl that, still alive. Her name's like Crystal, I think. And she's in this run. And so I think, and it kind of shows how they like meet, I guess. And I think that's like kind of,
it's going to
be more
the show.
well-rounded and like what the show will have.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So,
Nathan, did you ever see Beetlejuice?
Yeah, it's good.
They're making another one.
Mm-hmm. Beetlejuice. I
Are
just saw
there
the trailer
comics
for that.
on Beetlejuice? Yeah.
this is the
no.
cover.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm down for that. Sounds good.
Cool. Vertigo, Nathan.
Yeah, I just watched Beetlejuice for the first time like last Christmas
I love
season.
that. I watched that a lot when I was a kid.
Never seen it.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah. I liked scary movies.
Yeah. When they fuck up their face and make it all triangular. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't fuck
You should
with
watch
this.
Beetlejuice because I'm going to see the second one when it comes out. So you should probably
haven't
watch
seen
the
it?
first one.
No.
I mean, I just saw it, so it's
What? What?
He'd like it,
It's a
right?
classic.
I think he'd like it.
You would like it, yeah.
I'd probably vibe with it, yeah.
I think Beetlejuice
Michael
is a little
Keaton.
annoying,
Yeah, well.
but he's supposed to be. So,
because it's kind of like a classic, I'll probably look at it in that.
dude, he looks the
View.
fucking same. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah.
No, dude, he looks old as fuck.
No, he looks old as
Because
fuck
he's
in the
got the
first one.
face paint on, so he looks the same.
I don't know. He looked older in the trailer. In the new
You
trailer.
haven't seen it. You don't know what you're talking about.
You have no idea what you're talking about
You're
right
not a
now.
real Beetlejuice fan
Don't
like
pretend like you know what you're talking about.
You're not a real Beetlejuice fan like me or Sarah.
Yeah, name one of his songs.
Beetlejuice. I am Beetlejuice. That's the song.
Yes, songs.
No, but I mean, there's a couple songs in the movie.
Oh, okay. Is that a
it's
musical? Boom, you like musicals.
Striped
No.
suit.
There's like 2 songs in there.
How many songs is the minimum for musicals?
I
We
don't
should
know.
have like I'll like make a list of like, do you consider this a musical? And then
We'll put up a poll.
We'll do that as a segment. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Anyway.
All right, that's it.
Alrighty. Thanks everyone for listening. Thanks for watching. Sarah, thanks for
Sarah.
coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Happy birthday to me. Nathan, where's my gift?
I don't have it.
Give him a kiss. Now kiss.
You owe me
I can
a
give you a little
kiss.
smooch.
Give him a smooch. Turn off the cameras.
Check out the Linktree in the bio. Yeah. Can you say something? You can pull that closer to you so you don't have to lean forward.
Tell us if you think
a little bit closer.
Some of the shit's a musical.
What do you consider a musical?
What's your favorite musical? Perfect.
What's your favorite musical that doesn't feel like a musical? Yeah. Because for me,
or what is not a musical but feels like it should be a musical?
Yeah.
Do you like musicals?
Right,
is School of Rock a musical? That's really what I want to know.
Is it musical?
Is that a musical though?
I would consider it a musical.
When they're singing on the street, when they're singing down the sidewalk,
I'm asking them.
They're twirling around. Vote on your phones now.
Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody.